Hey everybody, this is Hadrian. Thanks for watching. Let's play some more Total War Attila in our Eternal Empire series. So, despite the fact that for the past couple of episodes, we've had a pretty good run with kind of keeping territory. I mean, when you look at the diplomatic map, we still pretty much control, with the exception of Attila, our starting territory. We've had some rebellions. We just fought a protracted battle for Ephesus. We fought a somewhat protracted battle, well, actually a more protracted battle for Corinthus. And we have armies still in both of those cities while public order recovers. Corinthus is much better in terms of public order recovery than Ephesus is right now. But interestingly, we are still in a very precarious position, despite all that. Because a Hunnic stack is kind of peering over our border right here. They're in the Western Roman province of Salona, or region of Salona. It's the province of Dalmatia. And they're kind of looking at Dyrrhachium like, hey, I might want that. That's literally what they're thinking. And then the leader of the Huns, which might actually be... No, it's not Attila yet, because Attila has not yet come of age. But Attila is alive. The leader of the Huns is up here. And he is near Sirmium. So hopefully this stack will turn around. But right now we only have one army up in the area of Constantinople. And they are in Serdica waiting for, hopefully, public order to get better there. Which it's not very good. And it's only improving by one. When you look at their public order situation... They still have... Oh, there's actually not any instability anymore, so that's good. But their religious differences are the biggest problem right now that we're facing. Speaking of that, let's have a quick look. Okay, we've risen up to 30%. We need to be 35, and we're not changing that much per turn, so we need to keep building things like amphitheaters and more amphitheaters and actual theaters as well that improve the Roman, the influence of the old Roman ways. We also have gone to great lengths to protect Alexandria down here, because I've found that even though it's good to kind of consolidate forces and defend what you can early on, in Eastern Roman campaigns, if you actually maintain control of Alexandria early in the game, when you do start to resurge, you can do a lot better. So what we're going to try and do is, once public order has recovered in this province, in Libya, I am going to try and retake Augila from the Garamantians, and possibly take Maccomedes, Leptis Magna, Garama as well, and maybe Cidamus. You know, I'm going to try and move as far in this direction as I can with these two armies. I'm not going to do that right away. My first objective will just be to retake Augila and then hold the border with these two armies so that the Garamantians can't advance against me any farther. But the Garamantians are a huge early game threat, and I would really like to kind of eliminate them, if not entirely, just as a threat. I would like to take away some of their large cities, so actually taking Garama would be a big win if I could do that. And it's not that far away from Augila. It's across some desert. It would take a march, but it's doable, especially if I moved in and maybe took Maccomedes and Leptis Magna, and then I could hit it from two sides. So that's the eventual plan there. In the meantime, we need to build another army up near Constantinople, but we can't do anything this turn because it's time to end it. Oh. We can assign a... Oh, this is very good. All right, I'm going to assign a food production, rural development edict in Antioch, and that'll help with our current food shortage. We're at -7, but the food production will put us up at +3, which will help public order a lot in Antioch, which is good. So let's end the turn. It might not set in right away, but we'll see what happens. So the Western Roman Empire is at war with a lot of the English area factions, and they're just coming down into the area and tearing it up. It's not going to be pretty. Okay, here comes... Ooh, this could be interesting. That might have actually been a bad move on his part. That's the leader of the Garamantians. He's got Ptolemaeus under siege. I have an army in the neighboring city. I should be able to march in to reinforce, and then we can defeat the king of the Garamantians. Okay. The Western Roman Empire wants me to join a war with the Jutes. The Jutes start up here. I haven't even encountered them yet. I'm going to say no, because right now, I think I've got my hands full. Alright, so there's that Hunnic stack. It's now raiding, so it's taking away from my income in this area, and also taking away from my public order. That's not good. It's one of the disadvantages of being at peace with horde factions. They still screw with you. But I don't want to declare war on the Huns, so I have to kind of put up with his crap. Alright, so Ptolemais is under siege. We saw that. Okay. We have actually been issued a mission to defeat that army. I would assume that's that army. The Lords of War. Hang on, let's take a look. Yep, the Lords of War. Okay, you're actually not in reinforcement range. If I force march you... can you get a little closer, maybe? If I force march them, they can get into town by sea. So that's what I'm going to do. Public order is going to suffer, unfortunately. But at least this way, I have another army in town, and that siege might break in the next turn. If it doesn't, we could potentially do some damage to the Garamantians. Either way, we're going to try and fight that battle, because killing that king would be a huge win at the moment. So let's have a look at the Sassanids, continue to give them some money. Just a small gift. And now I need to build up a new army in Constantinople. So Virius Turilius Albus is a fighter. He's 25, so he's nice and young. He'll live for a while. We're going to give him Praetorian Cavalry, which look awesome, as his bodyguard unit. And we're going to recruit him. I have a nice income right now, so it kind of stinks that we're having to bring up a new army. I want to make sure that I want to make sure that the I know I can defeat the Huns. So we'll see. Huh. Sorry, I had to make a note of something real quick. Alright. So Corinthus public order is much better. I'm going to go ahead and move this army. Oh, hey, I can upgrade these guys. There we go.
Get moving, you wretches.
I'm going to move that army back up to Thessalonica. Just so I can have armies kind of in that area, just in case the Huns get any funny ideas. Oh, crap. Hang on. I didn't realize I hadn't fully repaired Ephesus. Let's fix that so they can have better public order. Also, they're just in need of waterworks. They don't have anything to control their sanitation problem, so that'll help with public order as well when it's built next turn. But I will have a rebellion in Ephesus. I also have a rebellion happening in Sinope. So this army's first job might be to go ahead and take care of this rebellion here. So yeah, that's what I meant. We're still in a bit of a precarious situation. But I'm out of money. Let's end the turn. Oh wait, one of my governors has leveled up. So let's see what kind of minus 10% for sanitation buildings in the local province. Sure, why not? Military buildings and extra research for military development. So cheaper military buildings and better military research. That's good too. Wealth plus 10% from immigration, governed province. Very good. All right. So, oh good, public order bonus as well. So public order is really going to start climbing in Antioch. The higher that climbs, the better off we're going to be. I'm hoping that nothing will disturb this area for a while. You know, I've been giving money pretty steadily to the Sassanids every turn. I've also received a suggestion that, just from a comment, that I could potentially give gold to the Huns as well, the same way I am with the Sassanids. The reason I'm not doing that is I just don't have enough income to be giving... Okay, they ran off. Of course they did. I just don't have enough gold to be giving gifts to two factions at once right now. I'd rather risk it and potentially be at war with the Huns on one front. Okay, good. One faction is going away, so they're no longer raiding in that area.
We would be suitably grateful.
Septimania. Okay, we'll take 1,000 gold. Definitely. That's another faction in the France area, just northeast of Iberia. What are you guys doing? Okay, now we have more raiding happening. Great. I kind of just want to finish them off if they're going to be in here.
Like the caravan of merchants that has crossed the desert, it's time for us to...
All right. Abazgia has ended their non-aggression pact with us. Marians want a defensive alliance. Nope. No sense doing that. We won't be able to fulfill it. Defensive alliance is what we have with Western Rome. So if anyone ever declared war on the Marians, then we would have to declare war on that person. So, okay, this rebellion is happening in Sinop. It looks like we actually have a pretty good shot. I'm not sure why the game thinks that, but sure, I'll fight it. I have found that the prediction bars in Total War Attila are not very reliable. Sometimes they're right, but sometimes they're just way off. And even in the beginning of certain battles, like just at the beginning, you'll realize all of a sudden it's very different when you look at the bar at the top of the screen in the actual battle versus the bar that it shows when you're about to fight the battle, as far as your chances. It'll just be different. Like all of a sudden you'll have no chance, and you'll be like, well, you told me I had something of a chance. Because these guys have like twice as many troops as I do. So maybe it's just because they're rebels, and maybe their units aren't as strong. I don't know. Because just looking at it, I feel like these are higher level troops by a long shot than what I have. So we're about to lose Sinop, unfortunately. Snowy city, apparently. Alright, let's see. We could set up a barricade there or there. I'd rather have a barricade there. So hopefully units will come in this way. I don't think this battle is going to go well at all. See, look at the chances up at the top. That's not what the game was telling us when we went into it.
Stand ready! Defensive testudo!
So these are our troops. They're going to hold it down, or they're going to try to anyway. Let's speed up time and let these guys do their thing. The good news is that when we can actually get an army in to retake this town, because it will fall right now, I'm very doubtful that we're actually going to defeat these guys. Well, they're going to run their cavalry in first, which is good. This will give me a chance to kill a lot of their cavalry before their on-foot force gets here.
Our general is under attack!
All right. How's this going? It says the horsemen are losing decisively. But their decisive loss is not happening very rapidly, so I'm going to pile my swordsmen in here and just try and hold this line. Alright, one of their cavalry units is already starting to chicken out a little bit. here comes their first foot troop.
Enemy units have rallied and returned to the...
Okay. The cavalry decided, oh, wait, we have a chance. So they're coming back. Oh, man. Let me see if I can pull off some trickery with my horsemen. I doubt that I can get them around in time, but I'll try. Alright, now it says my units are losing. That's unfortunate. No, I wish I hadn't put that barricade up there because that's what's making me have to go this long roundabout route.
Enemy troops are at the walls.
All right, let's see what we can do here.
Riders at the double.
Damn.
Men have given up and are running for their lives.
Cowards. Unfortunately, this general that I have in this town is not skilled enough to actually...
Advantage has been lost.
Okay, good. We're killing their... Oh, yeah, we're slaughtering their Ballistari, which is good. All right, looks like our general's dead.
Swift melee cavalry.
Hey, guys. How's it going? Alright, so we've attacked their general now. But this is a very high-level Palatina Guard unit. So I very much doubt that we stand a chance now at this point. But we put up a good fight. And we've done a pretty good amount of damage to them, so... At least that'll weaken the unit that is in the city, so that when we come to retake it, it won't be quite as strong as if they had had like this overwhelmingly crazy victory. These guys are actually doing pretty well. I mean, considering that there's still 33 out of 40 horsemen standing. But they're about to have a much harder time, unfortunately. Speed up time a bit. Men are wavering. Yep.
Losing hope.
That's it. Close defeat. So we managed to kill almost as many men as we lost. Or as they... No, yeah, we managed to kill as many men as we lost. And they had almost twice as many forces deployed. So, pretty good for what should have been an overwhelming defeat. Ended up being pretty close. Ouch. Alright, so Sinope will fall. Rebels usually take the city immediately. Yep. Alright, so taking control of Sinope. That is unfortunate. Ah, this is a resolution to our event from a few turns back. The boy returns to his family. They are pleased and surprised at his return. As expected, his tales of kindness win his family's favor. So we got some extra money. Very good. I'm going to send this army to retake Sinope. Because I'd rather have that taken care of sooner than later. Meanwhile, I have this army here in Melitene. Public order is not great in that province. It's improving here. Alright, let's have a look around again. I need to send some money to the Sassanids.
Be welcome. You have my full attention.
Actually, you know what? Since I got that extra money, I will go ahead and give a gift to the Huns.
Speak ill or slowly. and I may feed your tongue to the dogs.
Oh, wow. I can actually give a medium-sized gift to them. Okay, so at least with that being done, they're less likely to charge us soon. Just to get pissed at us, to decide they don't like us and attack us again. So
You may as well get comfy, men.
that is a good thing.
Commander, we hunger for battle.
Now let's take a look down here.
Yes.
This unit needs to come out of rapid march mode.
Commander,
I'm going to move this army down a little bit and fortify them.
to the defenses. Going a port. We hunger for battle.
Actually, I'm not. I'm going to move them back just for one more turn and let them get some additional healing as much as possible. And then we're going to retake Aguila so that we can have that border kind of locked down. And then anything the Garamantians want to throw at us, we will deal with at that point. So I've got this episode almost wrapped, I think. I've got this army on the way to Sinope. And let's have a look at our possible trade partners real quick. Could we trade with
My
Britain?
salutations and the good wishes of our people.
No, we can't. Okay. Let's see if we can promote anybody. Well, actually we can. The Imperial Master of Foot position is not filled. What the heck? How'd that happen? Hang on, we've got a bunch of stuff to do here. One second. No, this guy is going to take the filled position. He's going to fill that position once this guy moves up. So we're going to leave him for this turn. Okay. Alright, there we go. We've got our political situation handled. That'll help our income a little bit next turn, too. I'm not sure how I let that slip by me. I'm usually pretty on top of that political stuff, but maybe we were so focused on Alexandria and defending it. Who knows? That was a distracting affair for a couple of turns there. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to cut this episode here. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I upload new episodes in Eternal Empire every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT-4. For those of you not in the States. And if Eternal Empire is already over when you're watching this, then it'll be something else in kind of a historical strategy or grand strategy type vibe. So again, thanks very much for watching. Comments are always welcome, and I'll see you next episode.